Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and if you're new here then hello. I do makeup videos with cruelty-free makeup, please excuse the noise. And today I'm doing a full face of first impressions. So I have quite a lot of new makeup after Christmas and I've won like a couple of giveaways, that kind of thing. So I thought I'd do my makeup, so I did this really nice bright look with glitter. So if you would like to see how I did this, then make sure you carry on watching, give the video a like and subscribe, and let's go with it. So as you can see, my skin is playing up still not quite sorted out the room, still a bit echoey, but we're just going to deal with it because I have so much new makeup. Like if you could see the pile down there, like that's building up because I need to buy new drawers, it's a bit like ridiculous, but I have so much new makeup that I want to try out and I just want to use, so I thought I'd do that. The Basic Brights base collection, which are like so pretty, so I think I want to use these at somehow today. And I also want to use the PLouise palette again, like the Secret Sinner palette. I basically just got quite a lot of makeup that I want to use and try out and show you my first impressions. I also have this foundation from Tarte, which I have a feeling might be a bit dark for me, but we can always blend it down the neck, so that's not an issue. Might be a bit dark. We start by carving out my eyebrows. By the way, I plucked my eyebrows because, I don't know if I said, but I was trying this thing where I was like trying to grow out really pretty bushy brows all of last year. I didn't pluck them. Hello. And then I just came to the decision that I didn't like them. So yeah, for my eyeshadow I'm going to be using the PLouise Secret Sinner palette. As always, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I never really plan out my looks, but yeah, this is the palette in all of its shining glory. It's so beautiful, and I'll be honest, I haven't done colourful eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, I just almost knocked over a glass cup. I haven't done colourful eyeshadow in a while, so I don't really know how this is going to go. Do I have the skill? I am unsure. I'm thinking of maybe using the pink. Oh my god, are you okay? My cats are fighting in my bedroom. This is Poppin Pink. I'm just going to place this, oh wow, it's more pigmented than I thought. Place this through my crease. I think I picked up a bit too much. And then I'm just going to take a brush and lightly buff over the edges. Just into the normal base. So I'm going to start by taking this little pencil brush and I'm going to go in with the shade Addicted, which is like a bright purple colour. I'm just going to start packing this into the crease. I'm thinking going from purple to pink, and then like a yellow orange kind of situation on the lid maybe. From what I've used so far, I do really like these PLouise shadows. They are very pigmented, but like I said, I've only used this once and I only used the neutrals, so we'll see how the colours work. So I'm then going to go in with a tiny little pencil brush and I'm going to go in with the shade Idolize, which is this one here. We used this one first and it's just like a really bright pink colour, and I'm just going to use this to kind of like buff out the edges. God, that's pigmented. See, these are really pigmented, but they don't have a lot of kick, like they don't have any kick up in the pan, which I really appreciate, because then you're not wasting product. And I'm just going to go half onto the purple and half onto the pink base. And I'm just going to start by packing it on first and then I'll blend it out. Impressions. The base is really helping these colours pop because it's like the right kind of undertone. And also, these shadows are really pigmented. I imagine this base will help the purple blend nicer as well, because often I find purples are really difficult to blend. So by having like a pink base or a pink like a base underneath that's like a similar undertone, that it'll be easier to blend. Yeah, that's blended really nicely. Yeah, it feels really weird doing like really colourful makeup because I've not done colour since the last colour tutorial on my channel, whenever that was, some point in December. Yeah, my camera doesn't like to show blends, but that is like actually blended. I'm just going to go in a few more times and blend it again, but for the most part these shadows are very, very nice. So I just cut my crease using the yellow shade. This is the Yes I Yellow. It was a bit chunkier than the pink one. The pink one was definitely a lot smoother, but I did hear a lot of people say that when this one originally came out, that it was a bit chunkier. So yeah, I've just kind of like cut my crease and then used the brush we used to apply the pink to kind of blur it in. And then just going to take Eyes again and lay that next to it just to help to blend. Then for the inner bit I'm going to use the bright yellow shade, and then I'm going to use the bright orange as well, I think, this one. Yeah, that's alright. It's not quite as smooth, but I always find yellows aren't very smooth, and like it goes on brighter and then kind of like dulls down. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that is quite typical with yellows. I find when you put them on they're like really, really bright, and then they kind of like almost mix into whatever you've put underneath and they dull down. So as you can see, I've just put on a glitter liner type thing using the Moon Glitter Chunky Iridescent Glitter in yellow and the Moon Glitter Glitter Shaker in baby pink. I just like put the chunky one down first and then put some of this one over the top using the ABH adhesive. These actually, this brand has some really nice biodegradable glitters as well, which is really good. I have a few of them. These aren't those, but they do have some really nice biodegradable glitters, which are obviously much better for the environment because they don't just like hang around and chill in the ocean and all that. If you're looking into more like eco-friendly glitters, then definitely check out Moon Glitter because they do have like a whole biodegradable glitter range. Right, so I've put on my lashes. You can see the glitter liner now. It looks very cute. I'm going to start on my face. I'm going to use this primer I got in that NYX package. This is the Hydratouch Hydration Base Primer. I've never used a NYX primer, but I actually really wanted to try out this primer before I actually got sent it, because NYX primers are supposed to be really, really good. And I'm trying out a matte foundation, so I thought a hydrating primer would be the way to go. It's very, very cold. It's like a cold gel. So I feel like I'm gonna like this because I've got like dehydrated oily skin, so it's really, really oily. So like oil-based moisturizers and that kind of thing doesn't really like work well with my skin, but it's also really dehydrated, so it needs its moisture. So this actually feels really, really nice. Yeah, that primer's literally just like moisturised my skin, but it's not greasy. It has like literally no greasy residue, and it's all sunk in already. It's not really like minimised my pores or anything, it's just moisturised. So if you want pore minimising, I actually do really like. Then this one from Revolution is actually really nice, but I'm going to leave it for now, just so we can see how this primer works and how the foundation works, you know. The foundation is the Tarte Shape Tape Matte Foundation. I know they came out with a hydrating one and they came out with a matte one, and I wanted to try it and I just never got around to trying it. I finally have it. So I got Light Neutral, which I think might be a bit dark, but we can just blend it, it's fine. Oh, I forgot this had a doe foot. I do like a doe foot applicator. Oh, actually, I think that might be my perfect match. Let's just hope it doesn't oxidise. I don't know how much to put on of this. Oh, it's already oxidising. That's great. I'm using a blank canvas F20 brush to blend this out. Well, I mean, the coverage is good. It has already oxidised and it's very yellow. But I am quite yellow, so it should be okay. As long as it doesn't go orange, we're all good. Okay, I know a lot of people had that issue with the Fenty foundation where they would put it on and it would literally just flake off of their face. Maybe it's just that it doesn't like the primer. Obviously I'll try this again, but this is just a first impressions. The coverage is alright, it's not as full as it looks initially. And it does look kind of just like a bit crusty. Let's see if you can... I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but it's like kind of like flaking off around here. Can you see? It's just a bit... It's not my favourite. For concealer I have nothing new, so I'm just going to use my Conceal and Hydrate as always, because I have a lot of spots at the moment and my bags are terrible. I had 2 hours of sleep last night. Like, I literally fell asleep at 6:30 and then woke up at 8:30 and I've been up since, so... I don't know if you can see it, like here, it's like really just flaking off, like where I put my concealer on top. It's just like all coming off and not doing cute things at all. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to like turn down the lights and like zoom you in as much as I can so you can really see it, but I don't know if you can. But you can kind of just see it's like gathering on my nose and it just doesn't look very cute. So as you can see, my skin looks a lot better now. I just went back in with the Ordinary Coverage Foundation instead because the Shape Tape was just getting really cakey and like crusty and it was flaking off. I don't think it's the primer, like just the primer's fault, because I put the primer back on and it works well with this foundation. So I'll try that foundation with a different primer, with a different technique. But yeah, it does look a lot better with the Ordinary Coverage Foundation. So I'll obviously like try this again, but it's not my favourite. It's I don't know. I'm not really tend to be like a big fan of matte foundations, even though I have oily skin, just because I don't like the way that they cling, because they do just cling, especially because I've got dehydrated skin. But yeah, I don't have like much in the way of face makeup, so I'm just going to do my face routine and then come back to finish off my under eyes. So I've done my base routine, as you can see. I'm going to be doing a video soon, I promise. I know I've said that like a million times now, but I actually am. I'm going to take the brush that we used for the pink and I'm just going to use the shade Idolize mixed with a bit of Velvet Kiss, which is the red and the pink. And I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line. Don't really want this to be too, you know, technical. I do actually really like these shadows. I do think that the base on the top really helped the shadows to like be really vivid. I'm also just going to add some of this, like the yellow base, to my waterline. And as you can see on my hand, it does like oxidize quite a bit. And as you can see, my eyes just aren't as yellow as they were before, but it's fine. It's just like a light orange now. But yeah, I'm just going to take this on a brush and put this in my waterline. So yeah, this is the finished look. I actually really like it. As you know, I have not done colour or glitter. Oh, I'm crying. I've not done colour or glitter in a while, so I'm feeling it. I love this palette, honestly. Like, this palette, 10 out of 10, would recommend. I wish it had more blues and greens in, but I believe she's coming out with like a blues and greens palette now. Like, she's currently working on it right now as we speak. But yeah, honestly, I've been wanting this since it first came out and I waited a long time. Now I'm just glad that I have it, because the quality of these eyeshadows, honestly. As for the colourful bases, I only used these two, but I think the pink is a lot smoother than the yellow one. The yellow one's kind of chunky and it does go darker than it looks. So, like, it's kind of like the colour it is in the tube actually, but it does start off lighter and then go a bit darker, so keep that in mind, it oxidizes. But most yellows do. That's like a notorious thing for yellows to do. Like, they just get darker and it's like, okay, bye yellow, become orange, that's fine. But yeah, I actually really like these. I do think this one's a bit chunky, so like make sure you kind of like spread it out on the back of your hand. but this one's great. Used less than I did because I used way too much, but I do think they're really good. I just generally really like PLouise products because they're like kind of unique, like they're not just like every single other product on the market. At this current moment in time, I hate it. Like I just, not my kind of thing, like just crusty, like peeling off my face, and it's just not for me. It's just not the one, especially for the price as well. You could get so many more like good quality foundations. Literally this one is £5.90, £5.70, around that region, and looks so much better on the skin, if I do say so myself. I really like this primer. As you know, I like gel based primers. They're my absolute favourite, either gel based primers or ones that fill in my pores that aren't like really greasy. So I do think I'm going to like this. It kind of feels very similar to the Clinique gel moisturiser, but obviously that's not cruelty free, so I don't use that anymore. But yeah, I do like this. I'm going to continue to use this, and I am going to continue to test out the Tarte foundation, but it's not what I'm loving at the moment. Oh, I'm also going to apply some of this gloss actually. My friend got it for me for Christmas. The glittery gloss. So yeah, that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and let me know in the comments if there are any videos that you would like to see on my channel. And yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!